the street light.
We survived the storm, and it didn't actually get that bad here. Hi there, my name is Joe.
And I'm Jessica.
We are homeschooling, natural living entrepreneurs.
This is a story of how we balance it all for the freedom to live our lives devoted to our family and faith.
Thanks for stopping by, subscribe, and come on in. We moved our live stream yesterday because they said that the storm was going to come through the hurricane, Tropical Storm Laura. I know it was a lot of devastating damage. There's a lot of damage down in southern Arkansas and then even down in Louisiana and Texas. I know Jessica's aunt, they actually had a tree come through their house. So like one of the rooms has been destroyed, and then another room, like the tree fell through the roof. So they're fine, but you know, it's a sucky situation to have to live through that one. But then the cleanup afterward, just a constant reminder of, I'm sure it's pretty intense, agonizing situation, just a continual. I mean, we live in the tornado alley, but I can't imagine, you know, with tornado, it's just a little while of the storm, but like a hurricane coming through, like that's hours and hours and hours and hours of potential like tornadic like weather. And if it's like a category 3 and 4, like those are pretty fast winds. Those are like tornado like winds. So it's crazy, but they're healthy, they're fine, but they've got some cleaning up to do. As many other people do in Louisiana. So our heart goes out to all those people because we know it's just not a fun situation, but life doesn't always provide us with fun all the time. I do want to go over a couple of items that we sold yesterday and last night from the Target liquidation and Ace Hardware. That's like all that we're selling in our liquidation store lately. The stars of the show are still Rose and Jack. It's crazy. We sold 2 more of them, which these are the last 2. I'd actually put 2 in our eBay store. And I can't remember if I put this in the last episode or not, but I put 2 in our eBay store, and then I had put 2 in the flea market booth because I don't know much about Funko Pops. You know, you do research on eBay, you look at sold comp, you look at sold listings to kind of price the items. We call it comp. And I mean, you saw they were selling, but it didn't seem like an overly exciting item. And I'm like, it's Rose and Jack from Titanic. You know, who knew? But we sold one for $22, and then somebody paid full price for the other one, $24.99. And you're like, why did one sell for $22, one sell for $24.99? Well, when we price things, we typically kind of price them at the high end of not the high end, the medium to high end of prices. And then we also allow best offer feature so that people can make offers on the items. That way they feel like they're winning. I'm still getting a price that I'm comfortable with. And then you're like, well, Joe, like, what about all those people that give low bids? Like, they're just, how do you deal with them? Well, I don't. I do technically, because in eBay is when you're pricing stuff and you're creating the listing, I should say. You have the ability to put in an amount that when somebody submits an offer, the system will automatically decline the offer when the price is below your offer point. So if you aren't utilizing that feature, I would do it because it's going to save you a lot of time from having to deal with people that are offering items below the value that you feel like you should get them for. But nonetheless, 2 Rose and Jacks. I think the shipping of the day was like $5, no matter if it went to California or Florida, because they are first class mail. They weigh in like at 15 ounces with a box. So I'm thankful for that. But we should make, I don't know, $12, $13 profit after shipping and fees. The other item we sold from a Target pallet is this steel series Alesis Arctic One wireless gaming headset. It's from the makers of the best wireless gaming headset. But this Steel series, they're pretty good headsets. Anytime you can see those, it's good. We bought several of these on some different liquidation pallets. One of those was on an episode of Extreme Unboxing. It was the last episode that we unboxed that had all the butt plugs and the Dyson dryer. It was in that. They didn't show it. Why? I don't know, because it was like a $200 gaming headset that was fully functioning. So I don't know why they chose to show some stuff and some stuff they didn't, but SteelSeries sold. This one was a wired version. Actually, it has wireless, but it wasn't like the top of the line. It sold for $75. We had it priced for $84.99. I had a couple of people send some offers, and I'm like, $75, I'll take $75 because after shipping and fees, I'll still make around $60 profit. Granted, I say profit revenue because you still have the cost of the item to consider. But $60 after fees, you know what I'm talking about. And then the other item we got was this Easy Shim. This is an Ace hardware item, not very flashy, but we got a lot of these. It sold for $12. It's going to slide into first class mail, but it's going to be pretty close. It's going to be probably 12, 13 ounces, but it will. But it's not like a $5 profit item after shipping and fees. So let me get these boxed up and shipped out and get on with the day. I'm excited, and it's not for the reason you probably think. I'm getting my birthday present today in 3 stops. Jessica's parents and Jessica, they bought me Madden football game for Xbox One for my birthday, but it didn't come out until today, but they had purchased it so that it would actually be delivered on the day that it comes out, which is today. And I've been keeping up with the updates on Amazon because the Amazon app, if you didn't know that, it shows you how many stops they are away from your house. You can look at the map and see where they're located, and it's almost here. My birthday present, I've been waiting for a long time for this. And it's almost here. I've got the night planned out. I'm making steaks and baked potatoes and vegetables. And then I'm going to play Madden and have a couple of beers for my birthday. And then if Lord willing, I'm going to sleep in tomorrow morning. And it's like I'm celebrating my birthday a long time away from a birthday. But I'm so excited. And it's like probably 2 stops away and it's going to be here. So in the last episode that came out on Friday, I talked about the very end about a lot has been happening that I wanted to share, but I didn't want to make a super long video because I think that one ended up being like 14 minutes. But we got a trailer hitch. I guess it's not the trailer hitch, it's the hitch mount kit that goes underneath our car so that we can start hauling pallets. And we're not going to be going far distances the first time we are, but we got it so that we can haul pallets from our storage unit to our house. And it's only a couple of miles. I don't even think it's a couple of miles. It's less than 2 miles from our house. But we don't own a truck. We needed a way to be able to go to the storage unit, put pallets on the trailer and bring it back. So we also got a trailer, which we are picking up over the next couple of days. It's a 12-foot trailer. It's got a dovetail. I'll put a little picture on the screen so y'all can see. It's got a little tail at the back, which makes it a lot easier. It makes the incline not as steep. So that's easy to push up pallets onto the pallet. I know James and Jade over at Natural State Liquidators, they have one and they use it, and he says it's pretty easy to pull pallets up on it and scoot them down. So when we go to get pallets, which I guess I'll tell you more. We got the storage unit, the 750 square foot storage unit that we can get a whole truckload of pallets, 24 pallets, 26 pallets on the floor of it. And then if we grow, which I don't know if we will, we can, if we want to, just get warehouse shelvings to be able to go up another level, which we would have to get a straddle stacker and some other stuff, which I've got my list of stuff. It's actually right here of all of the things. Let me go that way. That is my list of stuff to maximize the mini warehouse that we would have to get over time to maximize it, because I'm like, my process is that I choose to do something. I'm like, all right, so how can we make this, but like how far can we use this before the next thing? Because in any business, like you always want to plan for the next when making decisions and plan on, okay, well, what do I need? Because you got to count the cost. You want to plan, all right, well, if I do this decision, these are the costs, these are the things that I'm going to need to do. That I've learned to do all this. Like in the past, I'm like, all right, well, this sounds good, it feels good, let's just go do it and then figure it out as we go. But because Jessica's not that way, I'm learning to look at multiple different scenarios, kind of plan out, okay, if we do this, this will happen, this will be our cost. If we do this, so this will be our cost. If we do this, this will be our cost. So what we landed on was that we have a liquidator that's a few hours from us, not Southern Liquidation. This one's in Springfield. I've been doing my due diligence, been talking to them, getting reviews about them, calling people. They are legit business. We're actually going to go up there this next week and pick up 2 pallets, take the kids on a one-day trip. We're going to stay at a hotel in Branson that has a big indoor pool and water slide. Just make a family trip of it since we have the luxury to do it, because this is kind of why we're in the business, so that we can do it with a family. And but we plan on long term, I don't know about long term, for this foreseeable future, that where we landed was the best, the most economical solution would be to go up there once or twice a month, rent a 26-foot Penske truck, which we can get 12 pallets on. We can pick them up, the Penske truck here in Conway, drive it to Springfield, bring it back, probably $100 gas, but it's only going to cost like $150 to rent the Penske with the commercial account, because it's a commercial versus residential account. It's because commercial is unlimited mileage. So huge cost savings. Penske is so much cheaper than U-Haul. Whereas if we were to purchase 12 pallets and have our normal freight carrier deliver those to us, it's going to cost probably around $1,000 to have them delivered to us. And then you've got liftgate, all that stuff. Whereas a Penske truck, 26 foot, we can just go up there, pick up 12 pallets. They can be offloaded off of the ramp into our storage unit, and then when we need pallets here, we can put them on our trailer that we have, bring them over here. If people buy a pallet here in town, we'll probably work out some type of delivery fee, because it's a lot of it takes time, and we don't have a lot of time, so we're gonna have to charge for that. But we do know that some people want to be able to buy pallets from us. But whereas when we buy a whole truckload, and I'm sorry, I'm talking for a long time, so if I've lost some of you, I'm sorry, but it's just how it goes. I don't know why I'm apologizing. Some of you are probably like, why are you apologizing, So, but when you purchase a whole truckload, you have to get 24 to 26 pallets of that particular thing. But we want to be able to have variety. Like, we want some Target pallets, we want some Target overstock, we want some Amazon returns, we want some Amazon overstock, we want Amazon furniture pallets, we want some Target furniture pallets. And you can't get that variety in a truckload unless you piecemeal, meaning that you just go and you get some pallets here or there. So that's kind of our plan. That's what we're working towards. I'm excited because we have something we're working towards. I always do better in business when I know that we're working towards something, and we're working towards that. So it's going to save us about $3,000 a month in reduced pallet costs, because we can purchase in bulk. Shipping costs reduced, no residential delivery fees, no lift gate fees. We're just going to save a lot of money just because of the storage unit. So that's where I'm going to leave y'all today, because I'm fixing to get my Xbox One set up to play Madden. And I can't play Madden yet because we're about to go to CrossFit. But when I get back, I'm going to grill me up some steaks, eat me baked potato, put the kids to bed, and then start playing Madden. And I'm excited about it. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. Until next time, peace.